Once again, we want to give our praises to
Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Ruach HaKodesh.
Now we out there to prophesy the downfall of America, the downfall of this kingdom, according to the Bible. You know, to give our people this knowledge, calling our people back to our power, Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai. Our people being the so-called Negroes, the Latinos, the natives, and the so-called Amerindian. Alright, as you can see, all these other nations around the world, all these other nations get their God, but only our people you would find in these different religions. You know, and that is all because of prophecy. That's all because Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai, the God that created the heavens and the earth, alright, I put us in that state because of disobedience. Alright? Somebody could give me Deuteronomy 28 and read from 1.
There's Deuteronomy 28 and verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that Yahweh thy power will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
God, so the Lord say, if we obey his voice, when Moses brought us out of the land of Egypt, if we obey and keep his law, statutes, and commandments, we would be up above all the nations. All the nations are upon the earth, above the 70 nations. Which 80 nations is how much the Lord created. Alright? Including Israel. So the Lord said we're going to be above all these nations. Right? Continue on.
Verse 2.
Yeah.
And all these,
15.
this is Deuteronomy 28 and verse 15, it says, but it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
All these curses shall come upon us. And when you read from 15 to 64, there's all the curses that come upon us today. Today. Right? That the nation of Israel faced. And one of them curses was, somebody give me one who put on the stool. The one did that? Yeah, the one with wood on the stool.
64?
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people.
Right, so we among all people. We were scattered among all people. Right to the four corners of the earth. That's one of the courses. Somebody give me James chapter 1 verse 1. James chapter 1 verse 1.
This is James chapter 1 and verse 1. James, a servant of Yahweh and of the Lord Yahushai Mashiach, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greeting.
God, even, you know, back then, our people was among in different nations. We were under the Roman Empire. We were moving from captivity to captivity. From the Babylonians to the Persians. From the Persians and Medes to the Greek and the Roman, you know. And from the Roman, we ruled the entire Europe. Alright, that is why the so-called white people, they call it what? The Dark Ages. Or the medieval period. Because the latter times of the Roman Empire. The Roman Empire being taken down, Jake was in rulership. But you wouldn't see that today. You wouldn't see the statues of them Jake. You would see some of them. But then how you would discern it? Because you would see some of the Israelites, they have beards. They have beards and they have the woolly hair. And we ruled through the Dark Ages. The Byzantine Empire. You know? We were also called the Moors. Which the word Moor means black. You know? So we ruled the entire Europe and we was taken down by the so-called white people in the 1400s, in the mid 1400s.
Yes, 13 to 14. In the 1300 to 1400. Yeah, that's when the 1400s when they started to whitewash everything.
Yeah. There's where you get it from iconoclasm, destroying or defacing of the icon. But when the so-called white people was coming back into power, they was trying to break the nose off of the so-called the statue. You know, and paint the images. Right? Up to this day, people get it in their mind that Jake never ruled the entire Europe. Only the Edomites. Right? Yeah. So we were scattered among all these nations. And the next way we were scattered also is by the transatlantic slave trade. Huh?
Trans-Saharan slave trade, and the Arabians.
You know, the Arabians, the Ishmaelites, you know, the Arabs today, they were one of the people, one of the nations that had us in slavery. They call it. And the original Africans, the Amites, you know, the Ethiopians, the Cushites, the Canaanites, they have sold us into slavery to the so-called white people, the Edomites. Right? Yeah, continue.
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people from one end of the earth even unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known.
And say one end of the earth unto the other. At this period of time, right, we was in the Middle East, so nobody was dwelling over this side of the world as yet. So where is the end of the world they were talking about? It was prophecy that we would come to this part eventually. So it's a real back.
And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people from one end of the earth even unto the other.
From so to so.
And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone.
So now we in this part. We was bought there on slave ships. And that's one of the courses. And now we are serving wood and stone. The wood is the cross that Christianity served. And the stone is Muslim. The Kaaba stone. You know? And you see our people heavy in those two religions. Right? And that's fulfilling this prophecy. So now, I can read the history.
From here, I come in the history. Now, what is the origin of Muslim? Come up a little more now, so you could talk. I could be at together, you could stay right if you want. The Muslim, who's the true Muslim?
Well, as I told you earlier today, someone bring me into it.
Yes.
That's something of my own desire because I had no knowledge about this religion, criterias, or whatever.
Right.
Because I was just treading the earth, just moving, knowing not religion.
Really, truly, that is what the brother said to me, right? Now, I want to go off your point, but still on the same Muslim. You believe in the Bible, right?
Yeah.
You know the Bible is before the Quran.
Yeah. Plus the Quran is part of the Bible made of that because that's good. So, it's part of the Quran. Bring the same part and the same word phrases too within the Bible.
Right? Because what? The brother don't give you that history just now. What I'm trying to show you is that we so-called Latino, Native and Negro, we are not the Ishmaelite. We was never created to be a Muslim. Right? Muslim is something that our placed on us whilst we was in captivity. Because the Arabs sold us too. Now, I want to show you something, right? Even if you go into the Middle East, do you know that the true Ishmaelites would never accept you as a true Muslim?
Yeah, right now. Dubai is happening.
Huh?
In Dubai it is happening. I had high qualification naval people, but it cannot go to the building and stuff of Dubai.
That's what I show you, because what? Y'all are not the same people that was called to be this people. Because one of the scripture said in get a scripture for me. Let me show you this. Genesis. Right. Get Genesis chapter 17 and 19. I just want to make this point quick.
Genesis chapter 17, verse 19. And Yahweh said, Sarah thy wife shall bear thee a son indeed, and thou shalt call his name Isaac.
Well,
And I will establish my covenant with him for an everlasting covenant.
the covenant, right, is not with Ishmael, right? When you really watch it, what do you see? When you read the Quran, it says, peace upon Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, and Ishmael, right? Ishmael is at the last. See that? So what is it? They add Ishmael into it. Huh?
Because it was of his father's son. The reason why.
Yeah, it was but the promise was not with Ishmael. Listen what the scripture talk about Ishmael. I can still on your point. Go ahead.
Yeah. And with his seed after him.
Go ahead.
And as for